You're watching the Morning News Hour on Times Now. I'm Pratibha. Thank you for joining us this morning. We're keeping our focus on Karnataka, where the politics around a bridge inauguration event still continues. In breaking updates coming, there's clearly no end to the politics that's playing out over the foundation stone laying ceremony. In fact, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, who remember was upset that he was invited only last minute to the event, has now written a letter to the Prime Minister. He had written to the Union Minister Nitin Gadkari saying he had been invited to the event. This is for a ceremony in Shivamogga. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah had said he was invited last moment. He wrote a letter to Nitin Gadkari saying the event should be postponed. But that did not happen. Nitin Gadkari, in fact, responded to him saying that he can attend virtually if he is not available in the given time. But now the issue has reached the Prime Minister as well, because the Karnataka Chief Minister has written a letter to the Prime Minister and has accused him of violating the protocol. In fact, let's take a look at what Siddaramaiah has written. The Chief Minister has written a letter to the Prime Minister. Remember, this is all regarding a project that has been inaugurated now already. The Karnataka Chief Minister said that he was not invited. He said that he was called last moment. We have the invitation which was given to him on the 11th with the ceremony scheduled for the 14th. Now, Siddaramaiah said it was last moment, asking Nitin Gadkari to reschedule. He did not do it, after which this letter has been written by Siddaramaiah to the Prime Minister. He goes on to say, I wish to draw your kind attention to the foundation stone laying function dedicating 9 national highway projects of total length of 88 kilometers with an investment of over 2,000 crores that was held on the 14th of July by the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways in Shivamogga district. After coming to know about this program through other sources, so Siddaramaiah going on to say that he was not giving the invitation. He got to know of the program through other sources. He said he had personally spoken and written to the Honorable Union Minister on the 11th of July requesting to postpone the program in view of my prior commitment for the foundation laying function being held on 14th July in Indi Taluk of Vijayanagar district. He has also enclosed a copy of that letter that he had written to Nitin Gadkari as well. The program in Sagar Taluk has been arranged without consulting the state government, and the name of the Chief Minister has been mentioned in the invitation card without any prior information. So Siddaramaiah says his name is mentioned in the invitation card, but he was not invited to it. He was not given any prior information about it. Now, he says that though the Honorable Minister agreed to postpone the program, to our dismay, the function has taken place. Hence, I am bringing the serious breach of protocol to your knowledge. So Siddaramaiah taking the complaint of the alleged breach of protocol against Nitin Gadkari to the Prime Minister. My colleague Neha Hebale is joining us on the broadcast with the details. And Neha, yesterday the inauguration took place. Nitin Gadkari in attendance. Siddaramaiah accuses Nitin Gadkari of a protocol violation. Says that despite writing a letter, the function went on.
Well, that's right, Pratibha. Of course, you have the Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah here expressing, what he feels is breach of protocol to the Prime Minister, now escalating the matter, taking it, of course, to the highest authoritarian head here in the country. Now, what we do pick up at this point is, even as that inauguration of the bridge went on over there in Nitin Gadkari and several other dignitaries in attendance, neither the Chief Minister attended, nor in fact, of course, he had mentioned earlier as well that none of his MLAs nor in fact the district in charge minister would be in attendance. Remember that we've seen the matter in which, this has been escalating. While Siddaramaiah initially put out a letter, you had Nitin Gadkari in response to that putting out the letter of invitation that was sent to the Chief Minister, and now the Chief Minister responding to this by writing to the Prime Minister saying that this is a breach of protocol. While, of course, the ego was here and the political blame game continues now between the state and centre. We've spoken to several people yesterday who feel that in fact it's time that the politicos set their egos aside and allow for development to take place in the state, something which visibly seems to have taken a back seat in the state of Karnataka.
Okay, all right. So the Chief Minister has now complained about protocol violation, and this is against Nitin Gadkari. He has taken this complaint to the Prime Minister. He says that it has been done in a hurry, and he claims that though he was told that the function would take place later, it has already taken place. Yesterday, in fact, Siddaramaiah had also reacted and said that as a mark of protest, all Congress leaders were boycotting this event. So India's second longest cable-stayed bridge, a monument of national pride, inaugurated in Karnataka's Shivamogga by the Union Road Transport Minister Nitin Gadkari. But the big headline around the mega inauguration program was the Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and his entire cabinet, the entire Congress party, boycotting the event. And why is that? Because the Chief Minister of Karnataka claimed that he was not invited.
ಅದೇ ಇವತ್ತು ಯಾರು ಕೂಡ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನನಗೆ ಕರೆದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನೇ ನಿತಿನ್ ಗಡ್ಕರಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ನಿತಿನ್ ಗಡ್ಕರಿ ಅವರು ನಾನು ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪತ್ರ ಬರೆದೆ ನಾನು. ಆದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಜನತಾ ಪಕ್ಷದ ಲೀಡರ್ಗಳು ಬಹುಶಃ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಹಾಕಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಅವರು ನನಗೇನೂ ಹೇಳದೇನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನಿಗದಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದಂಥ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಇಂಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಇತ್ತು. ಅದು ಒಂದು ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲೇ ನಿಗದಿಯಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಆ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಶಂಕುಸ್ಥಾಪನೆ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಪ್ರತಿಭಟನಾತ್ಮಕವಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಯಾರು ಕೂಡ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. PWD ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ, ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಗರದ MLA ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ.
But this claim that was made by the Congress stalwart and the Karnataka Chief Minister now stands countered, because the Union Minister Nitin Gadkari posted not one but two official invites that were sent to the Chief Minister. First on the 11th of July and the second one which was sent to him on the 12th of July. One was requesting his presence at the event, the other even offering a virtual option. So what stopped the Chief Minister from attending the event is the question. The Union Minister asserted that the centre respects protocol, upheld federal values and wanted the Chief Minister to preside over the function. But it was the Karnataka government that claimed that it was about the state's respect and pride, which they claimed was hurt by the inauguration that took place without even the Chief Minister in attendance.
ಬಹಳ ಆತ್ಮೀಯರಾಗಿದ್ದರು. ಕುಟುಂಬ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಹಳ ಹತ್ತಿರದಿಂದ ಬಂದೆ. ಅನೇಕ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಅನೇಕ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಪಾಲ್ಗೊಂಡು ನಮಗಂತೂ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾದ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಂಥ ಒಬ್ಬ ಹಿರಿಯ ತಾರೆ. ಅವರ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೂಡ ನನಗೆ ಗಮನದಲ್ಲಿತ್ತು. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಮತ್ತು ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕವಾಗಿ ಅವರ ಆತ್ಮಕ್ಕೆ ಶಾಂತಿ ಸಿಗಲಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಬಯಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಮತ್ತು ನಾವು ಕೂಡ ಅವರ ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ರಾಜ್ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಭಾರತದ ಅನೇಕ ಚಿತ್ರನಟರು ಕೂಡ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಭಿನಯಿಸಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಪಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು.
So instead of attending a national project launch, a bridge that was built at a cost of 472 crore rupees, a bridge that will in fact transform the connectivity in the Shravati backwaters, the Chief Minister stayed away, blaming the BJP leaders for going ahead without prior intimation or consultation with the government. Even as Gadkari stressed cooperative federalism, the Chief Minister accused the centre of violating protocol. But the question is, who is really politicizing the development there? Let's show you what both leaders have been saying and these invitations that have been given as well. Now, first is the Karnataka Chief Minister, who claims that he received no invitation whatsoever. But on the other hand, Nitin Gadkari has spoken about an official letter or an official invitation that was sent to the Chief Minister. He said, the Chief Minister said that the invite was just 3 days ago. And it is a coordination, and there's a violation of protocol. That's the charge that he went on to level. Whereas Nitin Gadkari went on to say that the invitation was sent on the 11th. Yes, there was a second invitation that was also sent on the 12th of July. That's said that in case he is unable to attend on the 11th, there is still a virtual option available. So Nitin Gadkari is said to have told Chief Minister Siddaramaiah with an official letter that if you're unavailable, if you have prior programs, you can attend virtually. But the Chief Minister, the Karnataka Chief Minister, saying that this is deliberately creating rift because I have written a letter to the Union Minister saying that the date should actually be changed because I am not available for it. He said that it should have been done with consultation with the state government, looking at the availability of the Chief Minister. In fact, the BJP leaders have also now responded quite sharply, saying that the invite to the Chief Minister was sent well in time, that Siddaramaiah is insulting the people of the area, and these people have waited for decades together for this bridge, and now finally it is being built, but the inauguration is being delayed only because of the Chief Minister's ego. In fact, the Union Minister Prahlad Joshi, the former Chief Minister Yediyurappa and BJP leaders stood united, dedicating the bridge to the people of the state. But the top Congress leaders, including Randeep Singh Surjewala, invoked Kannada pride to attack the BJP. Listen in.
BJP has become a habitual offender when it comes to insulting people of Karnataka and Kannadigas. It's not an insult to Chief Minister of Karnataka. It's an insult to 7 crore people of Karnataka, the Kannadigas, brothers and sisters. For BJP only treats Karnataka as a money minting machine. They take 1 rupee in GST, they only give us back 13 paise.
From a very long time, the Sigandur bridge project was pending. Due to the consistent, persistent efforts of our MP, B.Y. Raghavendra, this has finally seen the light of day. All government programs are done as per following the protocols. If the Chief Minister has decided not to participate, it speaks more about him and his commitment to development of Karnataka than anything else.
So the politics around it continues. In the latest, the Chief Minister has written to the Prime Minister. It will be interesting to see what the Prime Minister responds to it, especially considering the Union Minister has already given a response to say that the Chief Minister was in fact invited and there is no protocol breach.